I'm Linda and welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I talk about absolutely anything that I want. My channel consists of all things life as a business owner, wife, and a homeowner. Today, I'm really excited to do a two-part series as I talk to you about the key fundamentals to a good morning routine and an evening routine. Sleep is something that I believe is just really, really important to being a productive human being. And as a business owner and taking care of the home and having to make time for friends and family and time with my spouse, getting a really good night's sleep is what gives me the power and the energy that I need to be able to get through a day and to be able to get everything I need to get done. So today, I'm going to be talking about a morning routine. Being really involved in a community around personal development, morning routine is something that I have heard people talk about over and over and over again. And what I've done in the past is taking everything that people say you should put in a morning routine, shoved it all in to the few hours that I gave myself, and then wondered why every single day started in complete chaos. And I just strongly believe that if your morning starts in chaos, that's how the rest of your day is going to go. You always hear the saying of don't let a bad minute ruin the rest of your day, but sometimes a really bad start to your day just sets you out on the wrong foot, and a bad morning can so easily turn into a really bad day. So I think the first thing I want to start by saying is that whenever you're looking to set a morning routine for yourself, something that's actually going to work for you, it is very important that you set a standard for what you actually want to do, can do, and is realistic in the time frame that you have in the morning. I absolutely love my sleep. So for me, this idea right now of getting up at 5 in the morning so that I can take 3, 4, 5 hours to execute my morning routine is really just not realistic. So the first thing I encourage you to do is figure out when you wake up in the morning and when you need to be out the door. Or in a case like mine, when I need to be sitting at my computer and ready to work. If you currently wake up at 8 and you need to be at work at your desk for 9 o'clock, well, maybe waking up earlier is something you're gonna really have to consider. But how much earlier really just depends on the key things that you want to get done in your morning in order to feel charged and ready to go for the day. So what I'm gonna share with you is 7 fundamental things that I believe truly create the best morning routine. Now I say 7, but if you don't currently have a set morning routine, it may not make sense for you to add all 7 of these things in. First off, if they don't work for you, or second off, if you don't have the time to do it all, or it's just simply something that doesn't work with your lifestyle or doesn't resonate with you. So let's start with number 1. I think the most important thing that you need to do first thing when you wake up is drink water. I like to think of us as humans as not far off from plants. If you go a certain amount of time without water in your plant, it's gonna start to limp and feel drained, and you can see the leaves starting to droop. And as humans, if you consider how much water we need to drink in a day, and then you cut out 8 hours where you're not drinking any, it is safe to say that after the time you've been sleeping, you're probably really dehydrated. Now, this might be controversial, but coffee is not water. So what I'll encourage you to do first thing in the morning is to pour yourself a glass of water and drink it. I make a really good habit of keeping a glass of water or a water bottle on my nightstand so that right when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing that I can just grab, have a drink, and just replenish my body before I grab that cup of coffee. As it also relates to nourishing your body, I believe that it's important that a good day starts with a good breakfast. Now, I understand that not everyone likes eating breakfast. And I'm certainly not saying that you need to have a big sit-down pancake, bacon and eggs breakfast, because that doesn't fit in anyone's schedule. I know it very rarely fits in mine, unless Jason's making breakfast, which really is most mornings, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. But I believe that unless you're doing a very specific fast, fueling your body with something healthy and nourishing in the morning is just going to give you that first boost of energy that you need to get going and get things started off on the right foot. The next thing I want to talk about as it relates to your morning routine is gratitude. The world can be a pretty frustrating place at times, and as we start working and we get going, things may come up that frustrate us or interrupt the flow of our day or discourage us or frustrate us with work. But I believe that starting your day off with gratitude sets your mind frame straight about the positive things that you have going on in your life and the things that you have to look forward to. Over the years, I have had many gratitude journals, and each one of them has been amazing in its own unique way. But just as easy as it is to buy a journal, like the 5-minute journal, I'll make sure to link that in the description below. It's the one I'm currently using right now. Even just writing down in a notebook 10 things that you're grateful for every single day truly sets you up into the mind frame of positivity and abundance as you go into the rest of your morning. And who doesn't want that, right? My next favorite thing as part of our morning routine is to move my body. After laying in bed all night, I find in the morning that I tend to be just a little stiff. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm certainly excited for the brand new mattress that we have coming when we move into the new house. But I also believe that sitting relatively still for a long period of time, like sleeping, probably runs everybody just a little bit stiff. So getting up in the morning and moving your body is really going to start getting your body going, getting your mind going, getting your heart pumping, and it's also just really good for you. In saying this, I don't think there's any particular move your body strategy that's going to work for everyone. But what I have found is that having a variety of different things in my repertoire that I can go to really means that I'm actually going to get to it regardless of how I feel in the morning. There are really just mornings where I only have a short amount of time. So maybe a 10-minute quick body weight workout is adequate. And then there are other days where I have 45 minutes to do a yoga session. I just think it's important to have a small repertoire of different things that you can go to that are both maybe a little more strenuous, more on a stretch side, or even taking Dexter for a walk. Regardless of what you choose, based on how you feel in the morning, getting your body moving is just going to make the day flow and ease a little bit more. Depending on how my morning goes, I will typically take 5, 10, or even 15 minutes after my workout to do a quick meditation. Like I mentioned, starting your day in chaos leads to the rest of your day being in chaos. But I find by just sitting quietly with myself, reflecting, clearing my mind of all crazy things that I need to get done in a day, gives me an opportunity to just get settled, clear my mind, so that I can start the day on a positive foot. During my morning routine, something that I have found to be tremendously valuable is to choose to not have my cell phone either anywhere near me or just simply not be on it first thing in the morning. I believe that our mornings should be dedicated towards us and our family. This is time that Jason and I have to share our workouts or do our gratitude together. And it's certainly not the time of day to be checking your email. Because the moment, at least I know for myself, the moment I check my email, I am instantly in work mode, which means the rest of my morning routine just flies off. Because the moment I see that email that says action required, I instantly turn on work mode. I'm likely not going to eat a good breakfast, definitely going to skip my workout, and then my gratitude turns into more of a chore. So giving yourself that few minutes to just clear your mind, set yourself up at the starting line, taking a deep breath, and then going has been extremely valuable for me. A next big key in my morning routine is to actually get ready. Now, obviously, if you have to leave the house to go to the office, you work outside of your home, it's inevitable. You're going to get ready in the morning. But for those of us who work from home, it is so easy to just keep on the same pair of sweatpants that you wore to take the dog out for their morning bathroom break. But I encourage you to actually take a shower, wash your face, do your hair and makeup if that's something that makes you feel good in the morning, and put some real clothes on. In my line of work, it's not unusual to have an impromptu Zoom call, or if I need to quickly get up and leave the house or meet something, I'm just ready to go. And that can alleviate any stress. Not only that, but I just simply feel better ready to tackle the day when I'm literally ready to go and do anything. And lastly, a few tips to helping you get up in the morning, especially if you're looking to start waking up a little bit earlier and implementing these things into your morning routine, is to start waking up at the same time every single day. By waking up at the same time every single day, your body starts to self-regulate its internal clock and know that it's time to wake up, often before your alarm clock even goes off. Now, as I'll talk about this in the next video on an evening routine, waking up at the same time every day is a whole lot easier if you're going to bed at the same time every day. And obviously, there are going to be days that it just doesn't work out that way. But if you can make it more often than not that you're getting up at the same time every single day, it makes it a whole lot easier. Now, if you don't wake up early enough currently, I don't suggest that if you wake up at 8, you just start setting your alarm for 7 o'clock. You're gonna wake up feeling so drained and so tired. What I suggest you try is that every day, wake up 15 minutes earlier. And if you find that waking up 15 minutes earlier is hard, then don't progress 15 minutes every day. Just wake up 15 minutes earlier, set that time for a couple days, bump it back another 15 minutes, wake up at that time for a couple days, and then slowly work your way towards your goal wake up time. Having a solid morning routine is what truly allows me to take on as much as I do in a day. In the industry that we work, it is not totally unusual that my business day is going to start a little later in the day and go further into the evening. So having a really energized morning and getting a really good night's sleep means that if I need to do an 8 o'clock or a 9 o'clock appointment, which sometimes I'll book, that I'm able to be at my fullest regardless, because I've got the energy to get me through my entire day. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this was tremendously helpful, and I hope that you'll take some of these tips and implement them into your morning routine right away. And if you do implement something right away, definitely leave a comment below and let me know what it is that you're starting to include in your morning routine and the impact that you hope to see from it. And if you like this video, please hit like and definitely click the little subscribe button so that you'll be able to catch the next video on an evening routine, because a balance of a great morning and a great evening is a really great night's sleep. Catch you in the next one. Bye.